Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is the case of the Kennedys.
Thank you. You all may be seated.
All right, guys, this case starts with a father asking for more help for his 12-year-old daughter. She's getting older, her expenses are growing, and he says he's already paying the insurance. But the mother says he is taking advantage of her new marriage. And once her CEO husband and weekly allowance come up, the judge has to draw a very clear legal line.
And I'm just wanting a little more help with finances because as she's getting older, expenses are getting a little higher, and sports, dances, going out hanging with girls, and yeah, I just want a little more help on my end. I'm paying insurance already. And,
Okay. How much are you paying in insurance?
$130.
All right. And what is your daughter's name?
Autumn.
Autumn. Oh, what a beautiful name.
Thank you.
Autumn. Okay. So what type of expenses does she have that are increasing?
Yeah, so she's doing volleyball right now, and we're thinking that she's going to be doing that in high school as well.
Okay.
So it just, athletic wear.
The father's request is pretty straightforward. He's not asking the court to punish anyone. He says their daughter is growing, playing volleyball, traveling for school activities, and needing more support. In child support cases, changing expenses can matter, especially as children get older. The question is whether the mother has any income or resources that can legally be counted.
Should ride with her teammates?
If it's really far away, maybe like an hour or more, I'll
Okay.
drive her. But if it's 30 minutes or less, I'll usually let her typically go.
Okay. That's understandable. Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
She's just a growing girl, and girls are expensive, as they say. So.
I mean, we are. We have a lot of stuff that we need. So, yeah. Ma'am, is there anything you want to add or subtract from what he said?
Yes, Your Honor, I do feel that he's trying to take advantage of my new relationship.
Okay. Tell me about this new relationship.
Well, I can't really help.
The mother immediately shifts the focus to her new relationship. She says her husband is a successful CEO, but then explains that she only receives a weekly allowance. That detail is important because the court cannot simply take a new spouse's income and treat it like the parent's income. The judge has to separate wealth around her from money actually available to her.
Of an energy company, so
Oh,
you would
really?
expect a huge allowance, but obviously he has to protect all of his hard-earned income.
What
So-
type of allowance do you receive?
About $500 a week.
$500 a week. Okay. All right.
So, which really isn't that big a deal. Obviously.
That big a deal in terms of the amount of money, or you paying child support for the child living with him and having increased expense?
Well, I don't think it's that big a deal to Mr.
This is where the judge gets to the heart of it. The mother says $500 a week is not a big deal, but she also seems to argue that paying support should not be a big deal for the father. The judge makes it clear his income does not erase her responsibility. Both parents still have a duty to support their child.
That, but what I
Okay.
don't think has been considered yet is the fact that I set aside furthering my education, though I wanted to pursue that, so that he could go get his MIS degree and then a master's in something. So I'm not sure that it's fair. I would like to consider all the money that...
Now, she brings up the past marriage, saying she sacrificed her education while he earned degrees. That may feel unfair emotionally, but it is not what this hearing is about. Childie. Support court is focused on the child's current needs and the parent's current ability to pay. Old marriage disputes belong in divorce court, not here.
She says she gets a $500 a week allowance from her husband, and who is a CEO of an energy company. Briefly, how much money does your husband make?
I'm really not sure.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's a lot.
It's a lot?
I think so.
When you say a lot, is it like in the 200,000s, 300,000s?
Well, the car that he drives was about 200,000. So I'm thinking you'd probably have
And
to
you
make
only
more
get a
than that.
$500 a week allowance? You know what? That's not my business. That's not the reason I'm here. I'm not going to even entertain that.
That's what I was thinking too.
I'll just move on. Sir, do you know how much money her husband makes a year?
I don't, but
The CEO husband becomes a tempting target, but both the father and the judge understand the limit. His wealth cannot be used as the direct basis for child support. The father even says he's not chasing the husband's money. He just wants more help for their daughter that keeps the case legally focused instead of turning it into a fight over lifestyle.
no,
Yeah.
his success has nothing to do with me or my daughter or our
Okay.
daughter. And like I said, I just want a little more help because she's
Okay.
getting older. And, if she's happily married with whoever and how big his wallet is, that is totally up to her.
Okay, well, I'm glad that's not what you were doing because you can't do that anyway. But what we
Here is the legal turning point. The mother had been paying zero, but she admitted she receives $500 a week. That gives the judge a number to work with. Even if she is a stay-at-home mom, the court can consider money she actually receives. Once that allowance is on the record, child support becomes possible.
child has increased expenses, correct?
Yes, I do see that.
Okay,
but
so after yes, I do see that. That means that I don't need any further response. So you understand that, right?
well, how much are we talking about?
We're going to base it off that $500 a week allowance that you make.
Okay.
So, based on that, I have your gross at $2,000 a month. After you take out the calculations for the taxes, your net comes out to $1,662.53. Okay. That would give you a child support obligation of $266. However, you also heard
The judge breaks the math down clearly. Based on $2,000 a month gross, the child support comes to $266. Then the father's $130 insurance cost gets added, making the total $396 per month. This is why testimony matters. One simple admission about weekly money turned into a real monthly obligation.
$66 a month for child support. You add the $130, your child support obligation monthly comes out to $396.
Can I say something?
Sure, but make it brief.
Okay, well, I don't know if he's still subscribing to the same psychic,
Okay.
but she charges, I think it's $412 a month.
Okay.
And-
What does this psychic have to do with these numbers?
Then the mother brings up the psychic, and the judge shuts that down fast. Whether the father spends money on a psychic may sound strange, but it does not remove her obligation to support her daughter. The court is not there to audit every personal expense. It is there to decide what the child is owed.
I feel that that is money that could have gone towards my education while we were married.
Okay, well, I've already said no to that. That has nothing to do with me. I mean, you should address that in your divorce, obviously. And whatever he pays, if he chooses to do that, that has nothing to do.
This final ruling is short because the judge has already separated emotion from law. The mother's frustration about the marriage, education, and his spending does not change the numbers. The only thing that matters is that she receives money, the child has growing expenses, and the father is already covering insurance.
From either of you, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In the end, the father gets an increase from $0 to $396 a month because the mother admitted she receives $500 a week. The judge ignored the distractions and focused on the child's real needs. New marriage, old resentment, and psychic bills did not change the legal duty. If this case surprised you, drop your take in the comments, hit like and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.